Myself, Forum Pokwana, Assistant Professor of EC Department at LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. Welcome to the session of Digital System Design. In the last session, we have started unit number 4, that is Introduction to Finite State Machine. Alright, we have seen generalized block diagram of FSM. There are two ways to model the output of FSM, like Mealy and Moore model. And we have seen the basic introduction of Mealy and Moore. Right? In today's session, we will see the basic introduction for revision. Second, the analysis of state machine and the example of FSM. Now, before starting the analysis of state machine, we need to recall what do we mean by finite state machine. FSM is nothing but a state machine which has a finite number of states. Right? The best example of FSM is the vending machine, in which output is going to be generated based on the specific input combination. Alright? Now, we are going to analyze a state machine. First of all, we are going to design a state machine by considering the output waveform is already known. Right? So let's take the two outputs Q1 and Q2. Over here, this is a timing diagram which shows the clock signal, output Q1 and output Q2. Right? So over here, when my output is going to be changed, why we have taken two outputs? Because we are going to design the FSM for a 2-bit. Okay, 2-bit, and it has only a 2 states, either 0 or 1. Okay, so over here, as it has a 2 outputs and it has only a 2 state, either 0 or 1, so I can say that it is only one input, right, for one flip-flop. So if over here 2 outputs are there, Q1 and Q2, that means my 2 flip-flops are there, right? So which kind of flip-flop that we can use? Before focusing on what type of flip-flop that we are going to use, I first need to conclude that my output is going to be changed over here at the negative edge. This is the falling edge. This is the falling edge. Alright? So output, if it is going to be changed at the falling edge, that means my flip-flop is a negative edge trigger. Right? So over here you can see that output Q1 and Q2s are going to be changed for the negative edge of the clock. As we have used a D flip-flop. Why? D flip-flop has only one input and 2 outputs. 2 outputs are Q and Q bar. Right? So this Q and Q bar means one output is the complement of another. Alright? So we have to understand that if D flip-flop is to be used, then using this excitation table of D flip-flop, we need to determine what is the input of D flip-flop and what are the corresponding outputs. Right? So the input to the D flip-flops are D1 and D2. We have used 2 flip-flops. Right? So it has a corresponding 2 outputs, Q1 and Q2. So this is a timing diagram for FSM, in which it has 2 inputs, 2 outputs and the clock pulse. Alright? You can see over here that input D1 and the output Q1. These two are related. So based on the change in state of the clock and the input D1, my output Q1 is going to be changed. And based on the D2 and the clock, my output Q2 is going to be changed. Alright? So over here, my D1 is, earlier it was 0, then it is going to be 1, and it remains 1 for 2 clock cycle, then it goes to 0, and it remains 0 for 1 clock pulse, again it's going to 1, and it remains 1 for 1 clock pulse. Similarly for D2. Alright, so based on the state of D1 and clock, output Q1 is going to be changed. As D1 is equals to 1 and negative edge of the clock arrives, my output Q1 will reaches to 1. See the first, after the first negative clock pulse, my Q1 will become 1. And it will remain 1 for 2 clock pulse, because for 2 clock pulse D1 becomes 1. Alright, similarly for D2. Right? By continuing this designing, now the important part is we are focusing on the input X and Y. Input X is for flip-flop D1 and input Y is for flip-flop D2. Right? So based on this input X and Y, output Q1 and output Q2 are going to be changed respectively. Apart from that, the negative edge of the clock. Right? So I can say that with negative edge of the clock, and what is my state of the input, output Q1 is going to be changed. Alright. So ultimately, if we can compare input X with D1 and input Y with D2, we can say that both are same. Only for D flip-flop. Right? First of all, what we need to do is, we are finding the set of inputs to the flip-flop under consideration using the excitation table. Now what do we mean by excitation table? That we have discussed in unit number 2. Excitation table represents what is my present state, what is my next state, and what would be my input based on the present and the next state. Right? So the easier flip-flop will be a D flip-flop, that's why we are going to use a D flip-flop. So this output Q1, Q2, D1, D2 are same, as it is going to change its state based on the negative edge of the clock. Alright? If we can compare, as I have told you earlier, input X with D1 and input Y with D2, both are same. Why? Because based on the state of input and the present state, my output is going to be changed. That's why we have seen the output Q1 and Q2s are going to be changed when the negative edge of the clock arrives, plus my change in state of input X for output Q1 and input Y for output Q2. Alright? So now we are going to design its logical circuit with the help of K-map. So K-map, which is derived over here for D2 and for D1, we are going to use X and Y. Why X and Y? Because these two are the inputs, right? So as it is two variable, we are going to use a two variable K-map. Y bar, Y, X bar, X, right? 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, right? So for drawing a K-map for two variable for D1, it is like a grouping of vertical bundle. Alright? So vertical bundle which represents X. Okay? We can't make a group in diagonal form. So for D2, it will be like X dash Y plus X Y dash. So ultimately it is X ORing X, X ORing Y. Right? So how to design this logical circuit diagram? So over here the circuit diagram is this. D1 and D2, two flip-flops are there. As D1 is equals to X, how it comes? it comes over here. E1 is equals to x, d2 is equals to x or y. E1 is equals to x, and d2 is equals to x or y. So we have placed x or gate over here, right? In two outputs, Q1 and Q2. And both flip-flops will go to be triggered with the help of clock pulse. Over here, as it is triangle is there, that represents a negative edge of the clock. Alright? Now there are some examples of FSM. First one is positive transition detector. Second one is the bending machine, serial adder, serial code converter, traffic light controller, and sequence detectors. First we are focusing on the positive transition detector. Suppose we are designing a sequential circuit in which there is a one serial input and one serial output, and output is going to be changed based on the change in the input from state 0 to state 1. Alright? So input received is 1 bit per cycle. So first we are understanding the problem. Second step is we are drawing the state diagram. And the third step is we are reducing the state diagram, assigning a state, and finally implementing the design. Okay, these three are the steps to design and to analyze a finite state machine. Right? Now we will take one example for designing a positive transition detector. The system which has only one input and one output, in which the possible transition can be 0 to 1 and 1 to 0. So I can say that there is only two states, either 0 or either 1 or 1. Right? So we can assume that we have only two states. Step 2 is designing a state diagram. Now how to design or how to draw a state diagram method is, see over here, there are two states, 0 and 1, right? In which I can say that we need to consider what is my input, what is my present state, and for that input what is my output. So we need to consider the three parameters for specific state. So the present state is written in the circle. So 0 and 1 both are the present state. In the outside the circle, input and outputs are there. So for input 0, my output will be 0 for state 0. If input is equals to 1, output is equals to 1, and my next state will be 1. Okay? If my state is going to be changed, it is going to be represented with the help of arrow like this. Okay? If it is not changed, then it is going to be in the self loop like this in 0. Right? Similarly for 1. If input is equals to 1, output is equals to 0, and it is going to be in the self loop. For 1, if the input is equals to 0, my next will become 0. We are going to write this all in terms of state table. But before writing the state table, we need to consider step number 3, because we don't require any state reduction technique. We are simply assigning the states. So because we have only two states, either it can be 0 and 1. So state 0 means 0 and state 1 means 1. Okay? So final step will be a designing of circuit diagram. Right? Now, how to write a state table over here. The first one we have present state, input, next state, output, and DA. So what is my present state? It is QD 0, 1, 1. Input is my either it's 0 or 1, because there is only two value. That is 0 because only one input is there. Next state is accordingly we have to write it from this state diagram which we have seen earlier. What is my output? The output which we have written over outside the circle. Okay? And what is DA? DA represents its corresponding output. So the output and DA both are same. Why? Because in D flip-flop, whatever the input will be there, it will be an output at the specific transition of the clock. Now circuit diagram, we are going to write the output. So the for this output, how to draw circuit diagram? For this output, we need to see this column, output column. At any position 1 is there, only one position 1 is there. What is it? QD bar, that is 0, 1. So QD bar into input. So into represents the AND gate. So QD bar into input, QD bar, bubble and input, which is going to be ended together, and this is my corresponding. This is the designing of positive transition detector. This is a finite state machine with the help of state table, state diagram, state equation, and this is this logical circuit with the help of augmented circuit and the flip-flop. So over here, the analysis of state machine is finished. In the next session, we will see how to design Mealy machine and Murray machine with the help of all 5 steps that we have discussed, by designing the state table, state diagram, state equation, state map, and final designing of logical circuit. But till then, if you have any question, you can ask me on my email ID. This is my email ID. Till then, thank you for your attention.